Good morning, everybody. My name is Steven with Cannin.com. Today we're back for another analysis on MJardin Group. Let's jump over to the pricing chart now. This stock should be familiar. We've analyzed them once or twice in the past for you guys. This is MJARF. They're the cultivation specialists. They also do project management and licensing. You can see that their stock was pretty weak towards the end of 2020, right around 4 cents. They did see a very promising beginning of the year here, bouncing all the way up into the low 20s before giving almost all of that back. It's still up almost 100% in 2021. Today we're looking at the triple exponential moving averages, and you can see here the red is the short-term period, green middle term, blue is the long-term period. The blue is staying above the other two. That's just a general sign of weakness. So let's just analyze the short and the medium term. You can see that we had kind of a superimposed lines, then the short term bounces up. That correlates with this big price movement increase. And look what happened just recently. We had our cross end of March, where this is another sign of weakness here, the short term going behind the medium term moving average here. So this is actually lining up for some weakness here, even though we had a couple of days of gains. The RSI, the Relative Strength Index, shows kind of the same thing. No trend. This is right in the middle, right around 50. No up or down trends. Then we get a big slope change beginning of January. We actually get up to 75. That's during this little bump. Some horizontal movement, exactly the same on the RSI, and then a big bump up. You can see we reached 82.5 at its peak, and then we crossed back below our threshold of 70 here. That would have been maybe the first signal to get out of that trade if you were in that buy. It continued to come all the way down to 50s. It stayed kind of general, and now again on the RSI we're down around 30s. So showing kind of a soft weak signal, not a hard weak signal yet. The moving average convergence divergence shows kind of the same story. We do get superimposed lines through the end of 2020, beginning of 2021, and then we see the blue line take off. The orange line is our signal here, the blue line is the MACD, and you can see it really kind of separates itself from the signal line, again correlating with that huge price increase here. Here's an interesting piece of evidence. We get our cross below the signal line, a sign of weakness. We get that after we got our RSI cross, and it happens almost here where the price is at 10 cents. So it wasn't able to detect this loss, but it stayed below the signal line this entire period. So it's continually calculating weakness here. So weak here, weak here, weak here. Overall, these three indicators are telling us we should expect some short-term weakness with MJardin Group. Check out the fundamental analysis and see if it's a longer-term weakness or a shorter-term weakness, kind of like what we're seeing here on the technical analysis. MJARF. Let us know if you have any questions in the comments, and happy trading, everybody.